Let me ask you a couple of questions this morning. Are you ready? Are you willing? Then guess what? I know that you're able to get it all done. I am so happy to be here with you. I'm Coach David. Welcome to the Spark on today. I hope that you are up and at 'em and getting after it on today, that things are moving and grooving in your life, and that you are on that path, that trajectory to your next level, that level of success for you. And that's what I want for you. Listen, today's title is What Do You Believe? Part 2. If you remember last week, we were talking about the power of our beliefs and where we got our beliefs from, and we began to discover that. And then I told you that on this week, I was going to talk to you about how to remove those beliefs that don't support you and then replace them with beliefs that do support you, that lead you to that place of success where you want to be. And so, as I promised that, I am going to do that on today. So before I get started, if you have not already checked yourself in, say, hey, good morning to everyone. If you haven't, say, hey, this is where I'm viewing from, please do so in the comments right now. Tell us who you are. Tell us where you're viewing from. If you're viewing this by replay, hit a R. And if you're viewing it live with me right now, hit that L. We like to see where we're reaching to and whose life we're making an impact in, because we believe that's what we're here for, is to make an impact on people's lives and to help them grow and develop and be everything that they can be. And let me share with you something. You can be and accomplish and do and have anything that you can believe. So that's why we're talking about this. We're getting into it. What do you believe? So on last week, I left you with 3 questions. Number 1 is, do you believe it? Number 2 was, why do you believe it? And number 3 was the origin, or where did this belief originate from? Where did you get it from? And then I told you on today, I was going to talk to you how to remove those beliefs that don't support you, those beliefs that don't elevate you, those beliefs that don't take you to the next level. We're going to remove those, and we are going to replace them with beliefs that will get us to the next level. So let's talk about beliefs again real quickly. We got our beliefs either by our environment, or through repetitious information, or what I call persons of impact, teachers, ministers, parents. Those are persons of impact to our lives. Or we got our beliefs through personal experiences, or the combination of all of that. Now, without a doubt, the most powerful way to attain a belief is through a personal experience. If you experience something and it happens to you, you are more likely to believe that experience because it happened to you. However, just because you experience something one time, that doesn't make it the way it is. But if you believe it and you practice it on an ongoing, repetitious basis, that belief is now taken. You have accepted it, and that belief is taken and then is placed within you. Where within you are your beliefs? Now, a lot of people believe their beliefs just come from what they see and hear on a day-to-day basis. And you started there, and I really want to get clarity on this. You started there, but how your belief is really gotten, your belief is planted down in your subconscious. Now, you have your conscious mind, which works day to day to day to day, making decisions, on the spot, things of that nature. But what happens is we get information on an ongoing basis. We get information from people of impact, our parents, our teachers. We get information through personal experiences, and the culture, the environment gives us certain information. Now, consciously, we have to either choose to believe or not to believe that. And we have a choice to do that. Now, here's the key thing about it. You're being programmed. The question that remains is that who's going to program you and what information is going to program you. Just stay with me on that, because I know you say, I'm not programmed. You're trying to say I'm a robot. No, I'm not saying you're a robot, but you are being programmed. You just have to make a decision on who and what is programming you. Let me explain. Our subconscious mind, it never rests, it never sleeps. And also, our subconscious mind does not know the difference between a real experience and one that is made up. Now, you want to hold on to that. Your subconscious mind accepts information that the conscious mind makes a decision to accept or not to accept. If you say, I believe that the sky is red, and you do that on an ongoing basis, before you know it, no matter what the sky is, you will believe that the sky is red. You'll be looking at blue, but you say, yeah, I understand that, but that blue is really just a haze or a tint or the temperature. The sky is really red. So what I'm trying to get you to understand is this right here. Subconsciously, you have been programmed, and that's where your beliefs reside. Here's the next thing. Our beliefs kick in. They're like an automatic response. All right. If you believe that all men are dogs, and you've heard that before, all men are dogs. If you say that ongoing, you have personal experiences to back that up, you continue to believe that on an ongoing basis, you will plant that in your subconscious mind as being real and true. Now, consciously, you may say, no, that can't be true, but you've planted that down in there. So no matter the man you meet, it could be the man of your dreams, but you will figure out a way subconsciously to push that person away from you, believing that belief down there, he's a dog. Now, here's the truth. If that belief doesn't support you and it doesn't support where you desire to go, you got to clean that out. You got to clear that out. You got to get out of that. I must get some new beliefs. The subconscious mind, once again, does not distinguish between what's real or what's not real, what's true and what's not false. You have to program your subconscious mind for your very best life. And you can do it. See, like I said, we have no choice in whether we're going to be programmed or not. We do have a choice in who programs us and what we are programmed to believe. Our subconscious mind will achieve anything we program it to believe. Therefore, our beliefs are the most powerful force in the world. I'm going to say that again. What you believe and what I believe, for us, that is the most powerful force in the world. So we've got to get right belief. So what I'm going to help you do right now, I'm going to give you a simple formula that will help you reprogram. So you probably want to write this down, and you probably want to go over it several times in order to get an understanding of it. So I'm going to give you a formula. You ready? All right. So here we go. The formula is A plus I plus E equals success. I'm going to say it again. A plus I plus E equal success. Now let's break it down. Let me coach you. Let's break it down. A is affirmations. Now listen to what I share with you about affirmations. Affirmations are nothing more than what you are saying to you about you. That's all it is. I like to say it like this. I posted something today that says, what are you saying about you to you? Because, I mean, we talk to ourselves all the time. Yes, we do. Whether it be out loud or whether it be silently within our own mind, we're talking to ourselves. I've heard people say, oh, I am such a dummy. I cannot believe. I would never say that about myself. I am not a dummy by any shape, form, or fashion. And you say, well, that's just a figure of speech. Yeah, but here's the thing about it. Words are powerful. You have to understand how powerful your words are. And when you say certain things about yourself on an ongoing basis, remember what I said, that's going to be planted down in your subconscious mind. Now, consciously, do I really believe that you think you're a dummy? No. But I will tell you this right here, that if you continue to say, I'm a dummy, I'm a dummy, I'm a dummy, you'll start doing some dumb stuff. And then you'll be trying to figure out, where is that? Well, how did I make that dumb decision? You planted that down in your subconscious mind. If you allow other people to do the same thing to you, to tell you who you are and what you are, then that's going to plant it down inside of you. So the question remains, what are you saying about you to you? See, it doesn't matter what other people say unless you take it in. What matters is when they shut up and quit talking, what do you say about yourself? That is so critical. That is the A. The I is imagery. Imagery is nothing but, look at the root word, image. Here's what happens. You get an image from holding a thought in your mind until it creates a picture. Let me see if I can give you an example. I'm going to share some words with you. And as I share words with you, here's what's going to happen to you. An image is going to come on the canvas of your imagination. Black. Black dog. Big black dog. Big black dog with big teeth. Big black dog chasing me. Now watch this right here. You did not see the word B-L-A-C-K, black. Nor did you see the word D-O-G. You heard those words, and those words began to paint an image for you. Some of you saw a Rottweiler. Some of you saw a pit bull. Some of you saw a Doberman Pinscher. And if you have a big black dog, you saw your dog. That is the power of imagery. So watch this right here. When you take the affirmation, the words you're speaking to yourself, and you use imagery, you paint a picture for yourself. Here's the third part of the formula, the E. That E is emotion. The key to successful imagery is adding as much emotion as you possibly can. So here's the thing about it. If you take affirmations plus imagery and you add emotion to it, now you're going to get success. The success is just the outcome. So if I'm going to remove and replace, what I've got to do is take all of that bad stuff, and now I got to get me some new affirmations. I have to get me some new imagery. I have to put emotion to it. And when I say put emotion to it, close your eyes and live in it right now. Let it excite you. Let it get you all up. Somebody say you don't want to do that because you don't want to get your feelings up. Your hopes up, because you might get your feelings hurt. Let me share something with you real quickly about feelings. When people start telling you how they feel, they're actually telling you how they think. Oh yeah. Yes, that's powerful. You might want to write that down. That's just inspiration that just came to me. When people start telling you how they feel, well, I feel like you don't like me, and I feel like, you're against me, and I feel like the world is coming apart. They're actually telling you how they think. Watch. They're also telling you their beliefs, because remember the thing. All right. Remember what I gave you is that formula. Beliefs lead to thoughts. Thoughts lead to what? Feelings. So when you start telling me how you feel, then watch this right here. You're going to follow those feelings up with some actions. Let's just hope it's the right actions, because those actions are going to lead to the results you get. So if you're going to remove and replace, and I've taken my time today to slow down and to really provide this to you, you're going to have to get some affirmation. Those are words you speak to yourself. You're going to get imagery to go along with it, because after you get those words, it's going to paint an image. And then after that, you're going to add energy, emotion to it as much as possible. And that is going to get you the success you're looking for. Well, I hope this has helped you on today. If it has, do me a favor right now. Just put a bunch of hearts out there. I'll wait for them to put. I want to see hearts. And there's a reason. I'm going to share with you here in about 15 seconds the reason. So just a lot of hearts. Just put them out there. Just boost this up. All right. I'm doing something this week, and I want to ask for your help and your support in it. I'm doing something I call the I Love You Challenge. All right. I posted it earlier, and now I'm talking about it here. Okay. The I Love You Challenge. This is what I want to challenge you to do all this week. I want to challenge you every time you get the opportunity, say to yourself, not to anybody else right now, say to yourself, I love you. We have got to get to a point where we begin to love ourselves. No matter the situation, no matter the circumstance. When doubt creeps in, I love you. When you're unsure of yourself, say, I love you. I just want you all this week, I want to challenge you with that, to say, I love you. Now, watch this right here. When you begin to do that, you're going to change. And watch this. When you change, the world around you changes. So I want to challenge you with that on today. Somebody says something mean to you, I love you. Not to them, to you, to yourself. So if you'll join me in that challenge on this week, I want you to do something right now while we're still here. I want you to type in yes. If you'll join me in that challenge, just type in yes. And then I want you to do something else for me. I want you to share this video with someone. Somebody needs to hear this so they can reprogram themselves for success. Thank you so much for being with me. As always, I do appreciate your viewership. I love you, and I thank you for sharing this and for getting this information out and for being here every Sunday for the Spark. Listen, I got to get out of here. You got a fantastic week in front of you. I just speak it into your life that you got a great week in front of you, and it's going to be fantastic. Please join me in the I Love You Challenge. And until next week, remember this right here. You are the architect of your life, and I believe in you. I'll see you next week. Bye.